You've just reached for your morning snack, a handful of your favorite raisins or a ripe mango. Feels healthy, right? But here's what you need to know. If you're over 60 and eating these three types of fruits regularly, you may be slowly erasing your own vision without even realizing it. Your eyesight is one of your greatest assets. It lets you read your favorite books, recognize the faces of people you love, and maintain your independence. Yet millions of seniors don't know that some of the foods they believe are helping them are actually working against their eyes. The good news? Once you understand what's happening and what to do about it, you can make small changes today that will protect your vision for years to come. In the next 9 minutes, you'll learn exactly which fruits to reduce, why they harm your aging eyes, and what to eat instead. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan to keep your vision sharp and your life independent. So if you care about keeping your eyes healthy and your independence intact, stick with me. But first, if you're watching because someone you love is over 60, please share this video with them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Section 1. The core mechanism. Let's start with how your eyes actually age, because this is the hidden story nobody talks about. Your eye is like a high-performance camera. But here's the difference. Unlike a camera, your eye has a tiny, delicate retina at the back, about the size of a postage stamp, packed with millions of light-sensitive cells. That retina is fed by super-thin blood vessels, almost microscopic capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients 24/7. Now, imagine those capillaries like a fine irrigation system in a garden. When the water is clean and flowing smoothly, everything thrives. But when you send too much sugar rushing through that system again and again, something goes wrong. When you eat high-sugar fruits, especially very ripe or dried varieties, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. For younger bodies, this is annoying but manageable. But after 60, your metabolism slows down. Your body can't process these sugar surges as efficiently. What happens next is critical. That spike triggers your body to produce more free radicals, unstable molecules that are like tiny rust makers inside your cells. Meanwhile, your antioxidant defenses, the natural rust prevention system, can't keep up. So oxidative stress builds up. It's like turning up the heat on those delicate retinal blood vessels. Over time, they become leaky, inflamed, or even damaged. Some swell, some break. This is exactly what happens in conditions like diabetic retinopathy, but it occurs even in people without diabetes. On top of that, excess sugar triggers the formation of something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Think of AGEs as a kind of molecular glue. They bind to proteins and fats in your eye tissue, making them stiff and less flexible. That's how cataracts form and how macular degeneration accelerates. The scary part? This damage is often silent. You don't feel it happening. One day you notice the text is blurrier, or lights bother you more. By then, months or years of damage have already accumulated. But here's the empowering truth. You can slow this process dramatically, starting today, by changing what you eat. Section 2. The 3 dangerous habits and consequences. Habit number 1. The daily dried fruit trap. Dried fruits seem innocent, right? Raisins, dried cranberries, dried apricots. Natural energy, people say. Better than candy. But let's be honest about what happens when you dry a fruit. A fresh grape contains water, fiber, and some natural sugar. When you remove all that water, you're left with the same amount of sugar packed into 1/10 the volume. It's like concentrating a forest into a handful of trees. A small box of raisins, the size of a pack of gum, can contain as much sugar as a chocolate candy bar. But because it's natural, many people eat these by the handful every single day. Here's what happens. That concentrated sugar hits your bloodstream fast. No water to slow it down. No bulk to make you feel satisfied quickly. Your pancreas works overtime, your blood sugar spikes, and your eyes pay the price. If you're already eating dried fruits daily, imagine how many small spikes you're creating every month. Each spike is another chance for inflammation to settle into your retinas, for free radicals to multiply, for AGEs to form. Habit 2. The healthy tropical trap. Now, tropical fruits like mangoes, pineapples, and very ripe bananas have nutrients. They also have vibrant colors that make them look like health food. But healthy and good for your aging eyes are not the same thing. A perfectly ripe mango is delicious, but that's sweetness. That's fructose, a simple sugar your older body processes less efficiently than it did 20 years ago. If you eat a whole large mango in one sitting, you're looking at 40+ grams of sugar. That's nearly the recommended daily limit for some people, all from one piece of fruit. Pineapples are similar. Yes, they contain bromelain, an enzyme with anti-inflammatory properties. But those benefits don't outweigh the glucose and fructose load. A cup of fresh pineapple has 22 grams of sugar. Canned? Often higher, with added sweeteners. And bananas, specifically very ripe ones with brown spots. The greener the banana, the more starch it contains and the less readily available sugar. But a brown-spotted banana? That starch has converted to sugar. Your eyes feel it. Habit 3. The convenient handful of grapes. Grapes might be the sneakiest culprit because they're so easy to overeat. You sit down with a bowl next to you while reading or watching TV. Pop one in. Pop another. Before you know it, you've eaten 50 grapes without thinking. That's roughly 2 cups, approximately 46 grams of sugar. Grapes do contain resveratrol, an antioxidant that sounds protective. But the sugar content overwhelms any benefit, especially when consumed mindlessly in large quantities. The problem with seedless varieties? You eat them faster. There's no natural pause built in. With seeded grapes, you're forced to slow down, spit out the seed, maybe eat fewer overall. Imagine this. You're 64. You've been a grape lover for decades. Every afternoon, a bowl. It feels like a healthy habit. Then one day you're trying to read a recipe card, and the words aren't quite sharp. Your eye doctor checks you. There are early signs of macular degeneration. The part of your eye that handles detailed vision is starting to decline faster than typical for your age. Was it the grapes alone? Number. But combined with daily blood sugar spikes, inflammation accumulating month after month, the grapes, along with that dried fruit snack you enjoyed, and the very ripe mango you had last week, they all added up to accelerated damage. Section 3. The 5-step action plan. So, what do you actually do about this? Here's your 5-step protection plan. Step 1. Phase out dried fruits. Do this today. Don't throw out your dried fruit. Just stop treating it like a snack. If you love raisins, buy them once a month instead of weekly. When you do eat them, eat a small handful, about 15 to 20 raisins, not a fistful, and always pair them with protein. A small handful of almonds, a piece of cheese, Greek yogurt. The protein and fat slow down sugar absorption. Your blood sugar rises gradually, not in a spike. That's the difference between harmful and manageable. If you're someone who loves the convenience of pre-portioned snack packs, that's actually your friend here. Buy the tiny 1-ounce boxes and eat just 1, not 3 or 4. Step 2. Reframe tropical fruits. Portion and pair. Mangoes, pineapples, and ripe bananas aren't banned, but they're not everyday snacks anymore. Save them for once or twice a week in smaller portions. Here's your portion guide. Mango. Instead of a whole fruit, cut a quarter. Pair it with a handful of walnuts or almonds. The healthy fats help stabilize your blood sugar. Pineapple. A small cup, not a large one. Add it to Greek yogurt. The protein slows sugar absorption. Or pair it with a piece of cheese. Banana. Choose one that's still slightly yellow, not the dark brown variety, and have it with a spoonful of almond butter or peanut butter. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, discuss these portions with your doctor. You may need to go even smaller. Step 3. Tame your grape habit. The 10 grape rule. Not 0 grapes, not a bowl full. Try this. Measure out 10 to 15 grapes into a small bowl. That's your snack. Eat it slowly. Maybe enjoy them as part of a balanced meal. Toss them into a spinach salad with nuts and olive oil, for example. That way, the other foods help regulate blood sugar. Choose darker grapes if possible. Red and purple grapes have more polyphenol antioxidants in the skin than green ones. But honestly, even then, keep portions small. Step 4. Replace with eye-friendly alternatives. Your new favorites. Now, other protective options. Dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and collard greens contain lutein and zeaxanthin, pigments that accumulate in your retina and literally filter out harmful light. Toss a handful into your morning smoothie or eggs. Citrus fruits in moderation. Oranges and grapefruit have vitamin C, which supports eye tissue. But eat the whole fruit, not juice. Whole fruit has fiber that slows sugar absorption. 1 orange or half a grapefruit per day is plenty. Nuts and seeds. Almonds have vitamin E, walnuts have omega-3 fatty acids, and sunflower seeds have both. These don't spike blood sugar and actively reduce inflammation. Step 5. Track your changes. Watch for improvements. Here's something powerful many people don't expect. Once you reduce the sugar load on your eyes, you often feel the difference. Within a few weeks of cutting back on high-sugar fruit, your eyes may feel less tired by evening. Reading might feel less effortful. Bright lights might bother you less. You might notice colors look sharper. These aren't placebo. They're your retina getting less inflamed, your blood vessels healing, your antioxidant defenses recovering. Keep a simple note. Write down, reduced dried fruit, swapped mango for berries, limited grapes. Then check in with yourself in 4 to 6 weeks. Do your eyes feel better? Does reading feel easier? This feedback helps you stay motivated and proves the connection between diet and vision. Section 4. Expanded tips and common mistakes. Common mistake number 1. I'll just buy the sugar-free dried fruit. Sugar-free dried fruit often contains artificial sweeteners. While they're better than actual sugar in terms of blood sugar spikes, they don't fool your taste buds. Many people end up eating more because it feels healthier. Plus, your eyes don't benefit from the nutrients if you're not eating real fruit. Skip it. Go for fresh instead. Common mistake number 2. I'll just have one mango smoothie. Smoothies are deceptive. A mango-based smoothie can contain 1 to 2 whole mangoes, plus fruit juice, maybe honey or agave. That's 60+ grams of sugar in one drink, consumed in 2 to 3 minutes. Your blood sugar shoots up like a rocket. If you love smoothies, make them berry-based instead. Add spinach. Use almond milk. 1 piece of mango is fine for color and flavor, but not as the star ingredient. Common mistake number 3. My doctor didn't mention this, so it must be fine. Many doctors, even good ones, don't dive deep into the nutrition-vision connection. That doesn't mean it's not real. The research is solid. But if you're on medication or have existing eye conditions, definitely discuss these changes with your eye doctor. They can confirm whether reducing sugar is right for your specific situation. Pro tip number 1. Frozen berries. Fresh berries can be expensive or hard to find in winter. Frozen berries are identical in nutrition. Actually, sometimes better because they're frozen at peak ripeness. Buy frozen blueberries in bulk. They're cheaper, last forever, and you can toss them into yogurt, smoothies, or eat them straight as a cold treat. Pro tip number 2. Pair high-sugar fruits with low-glycemic foods. If you're at a family gathering and someone serves you a beautiful ripe peach or pineapple, don't feel like you have to refuse it entirely. Just have a small piece and eat it with nuts, cheese, or protein. The combination fundamentally changes how your body processes the sugar. Pro tip number 3. Ripe matters. Not all bananas are created equal. A green banana has resistant starch, a type of carb your body processes slowly and that actually helps your gut health. A brown spotted banana has converted that starch to sugar. Choose green. It'll taste a bit more starchy, but your eyes will thank you. Let's lock in what you've learned today. First, dried fruits, tropical fruits, and large grape servings are surprisingly high in natural sugar. For people over 60, repeated blood sugar spikes from these fruits trigger inflammation, oxidative stress, and the formation of damaging compounds in your eye tissue. Second, the damage is usually silent. You don't feel it happening until vision changes appear. But the good news is that it's preventable. You're in control. Third, small, specific changes make a huge difference. Phase out dried fruit as a daily snack. Portion and pair your tropical fruits with protein. Limit grapes to handfuls. Swap in berries and dark leafy greens. Within weeks, you'll likely feel the difference. Your vision isn't something you have to lose with age. It's something you can actively protect. Every choice matters. Every berry instead of a dried apricot. Every handful of walnuts instead of endless grapes. You're making an investment in your independence, your freedom to read, to recognize loved ones, to stay engaged with the world you love. If this helped you, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach other seniors who need this information. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We share practical health insights every week that actually work. Drop a comment below. Which habit are you breaking first? I read every comment, and your feedback helps us know what you need to hear next. You've got this. Take that first step today. Your future vision is worth it. Thank you for watching. See clearly. Stay independent.